Yeah, trying to make a video. I don't know how it'll go. Having particularly bad days lately. Yeah, really not doing too well. Kind of wobbly and uncomfortable and ugh. Anyway, so misery does make the anti-natalism position seem so much clearer. Yeah, what the fuck am I doing here? Anyway, Pyrrho video. I mean, it's just so irritating to argue with people who really just don't care about the truth. That's what it comes down to. They're just using these bizarre twists of rhetoric and language to try to make the preposterously irrational seem somehow rational. And it's just nothing here. You can't even get on the subject with Pyrrho because he doesn't concede people make the conscious choice to procreate. But somehow it's the biology forces it or something. I don't know. It's just so bizarre. The subject is the willful conscious act of allowing your biological mechanism to do its thing, do the DNA mission thing. And it's no different. Look, I mean, somebody can put a bullet in a gun and point the gun. Well, it doesn't mean anything till he pulls the trigger. It's the same thing here. You can't argue that it's against the law to point the gun. No, it's against the law to pull the trigger. Well, I mein, in terms of consequences. Obviously, you can't extort somebody with a loaded gun. But anyway, it's just bullshit. So anyway, some asshole commented on his video. Causal links do not show moral culpability. Causal links do not show moral culpability. I mean, how the fuck? What do you do with that nonsense? Well, what else does, idiot? If they did, then one would be morally wrong to allow a child to continue living or even allow it outside. Well, that's probably true, to tell you the truth. But then you have to measure against that the welfare of the child. Certainly, if it was realistic that you could lock a child in a basement and give it a full, rich life, I would do it. Why not? You could be guaranteed of its safety. But culpability comes about for the circumstance. And we know the circumstances. We know the probabilities and odds when you have a kid, what's going to happen. We've been doing this a long fucking time. You know how many per thousand are going to have this and how many per thousand are going to have that. So there's no mystery here. We know what the dice are, and we know how they roll, and we know what the odds are. So of course, there's full culpability. There's no ignorance that can be claimed. It's just nonsense. There's no mystery. You don't let a 5-year-old go out and cut the grass with a gas lawnmower. If you did, you'd be culpable, because we know what the probabilistic outcome is going to be, and it isn't going to be pretty. So that's just bullshit. Jesus, no wonder. But these are the assholes that are out there. They don't think causing something makes you responsible. Amazing. Especially when you know exactly what the probabilistic outcomes are going to be. You're not culpable then? Of course you are. Can you provide sound argument that shows a parent is necessarily morally culpable for harm in its child's life? Well, I mean, can I provide a sound argument that when I kick a ball and hit it with my foot, that the ball will be projected into the atmosphere? Yeah, I can demonstrate it. How do you argue for something that obvious? Yes, when you apply the force, the thing will move. When you create the life, it will experience a life, it will be influencing other lives. You are responsible. It wouldn't exist if you didn't choose to do it. And we're talking about the part of you that can choose, even in the abstract illusionary sense. The part that thinks about it. The part that contemplates the choices. The part that is aware of the risk. That's the part we're criticizing. All right? And the question is, where do you get the arrogance to sit there and take a risk with somebody else's welfare. Well, what the fuck gives you the right? Where's your environmental impact statement? Where's your I know what I'm doing license? Where is it? Produce it first. And then tell me you have some kind of realistic capacity to play this game in anything other than a reckless, sloppy, doom-ridden manner. Fuckers. Yes, I see lots of weakness coming from the anti-natalist camp. The blocking of people is only one symptom, but it's obvious proof. Well, that's just a joke. Right, I'll make a video to anybody who makes a video, right? To be serious, I have her blocked. I'll keep making videos at her. Pyro, I am blocked. I'll keep making videos. This is just bullshit. I'll argue with somebody who wants to bring an argument in a respectful manner, or even in an even format. But I'm not going to argue with some little trolly motherfucker who decides to jump on my video and wave his hands and say, look at me, look at me, look at me. That's bullshit, asshole. You can't show some respect, then you can go fuck yourself. Alright? And try to, why don't you earn some merit? Why don't you earn some respect? Make a fucking video. Even just a text video. But do something to demonstrate that you're somebody worthy of my attention, you motherfucking cunt. All I see is a snarky little, disrespectful, rude, trolly asshole. You deserve nothing from me except a kick in your fucking lousy, stinking, rude nuts. Yeah. Fuck you. Again, if I was on your channel page or on your videos waving my arm saying, look at me, look at me, look at me, then you might have an argument. But that's not what I'm doing, you little weasel. So fuck you. Make an argument, pansy. Make one. Stupid shit. All you do is make accusations. You don't make arguments. I can imagine. Okay, this Pyro, something Pyro said to derived energy. And this is a real giveaway. I can imagine you convincing someone they are life's victim and all their suffering becomes twice as intense. Alright. So, it's not about the truth. It's just about how intense your pain is, or your suffering. So, suffering overwhelms the truth, in Pyro's opinion. So all these people who complain that I talk about suffering, all of a sudden are so damn concerned. Okay, why? Yes, because now suffering, they can use it as an excuse to cover up the truth. Isn't that convenient? So they don't see it. It's a stubbed toe. It's irrelevant. It's something to get over. You're a pussy. You're a wimp. Yeah, you're a little fucking crybaby, right? But all of a sudden, your suffering is so fucking important when it's, imposed on you by a realization that Santa Claus doesn't exist. Yeah, oh, that's no, can't tell a kid Santa Claus doesn't exist. It'll crush him. The truth will be crushing. I mean, it's just such a, it just shows what a weasel this fucker is. You know, he mocks and maligns suffering all over the place, and now all of a sudden, he gives a shit. Yeah, right. When he wants to use suffering to silence the truth. Fuck you. Such a weasel. Alright, antinatalism is a demented concept. Oh, a brilliant remark there. Yeah, really. Wow, what a detailed argument. You sure can't deny the credibility of something so. Covers all the bases, really explains it all. Alright, now this cunt bark lord. I don't know, some weird guy. Alright. Yeah, Pyro will respond to him. I think they seem to do that. It's like paranoid empiricism. It's just like, what the fuck is this shit? This paranoid crap. Yeah, like it's paranoid to recognize risk. That's paranoid. No, there's no real risk out here. There's no real risk that you're going to die. It's not going to happen. Hell no. I mean, come on. It's a fucking guarantee. Let's talk about the risk that you're going to die hard and unpleasantly. What percentages of death are instantaneous versus death that takes months or years. Oh, no risk there. No, nothing to fear. Nothing to fear there. You know, what are these, you know, these people who talk about risk when they don't have to live with it? I mean, just amazing. Amazing fucking bastards. Alright. Let's see if I can find Barklow's comment. That would be much... No, that's not it. Oh, here he is. If a new sentience is essentially the same as a new experience, then part of the antinatalist philosophy should be to limit experience in their personal lives. Again, so it's just back to the same thing. You can keep repeating it over and over and over again, and they just won't get it. I don't have a personal life, bark shit. Alright, I really don't. I don't give a fucking shit. You should see the inside of my house. I couldn't give a fucking rat's ass about living this motherfucking shit life, alright? And the only thing that keeps me here... Alright, gonna have to interrupt this video, yeah. Yeah, I get a little hostile here, so I guess I'll just cut that part out and put this part in its place. Yeah, I really hate this question, you know, why are you still here kind of dumbass question, like somehow I'm taking something from the game, even though I'm discounting the existence of the game, like I'm still stealing little bits or something. And, yeah, it really pisses me off. I hate this game. I hate this place. I mean, the other day I used the example of Mr. Smith in the Matrix. And when I think about it, it's true. Yeah, I have a real contempt, you know, that I have to be here, that I have to do this work, make these arguments. I would much rather be an asshole entertainer on the stupid YouTube if I was going to be on it at all. And yeah, I'd much rather never to have been. I mean, that's the title of the Anti-Natalist book, and that's what I would rather never to have been. This is an insidiously sick, stupid game we're playing, and at its best, it's a farce, as Wise Monkey would say. Yeah, and so, well, anyway, but I just resent this asshole kind of attitude, like to further my philosophy, I'm supposed to die. Well, that wouldn't make much sense. How do I prevent my future birth by dying? It just is that logical. But yeah, it isn't my obligation to forsake all tangible experience of the life thing to argue that the life thing is crap. There isn't. We're built to be game players. We're built to be squirming worms, and as long as I'm alive, I'll be a squirming worm. But I have the sense to say, don't make any more squirming worms. Not a good fucking idea. Getting mad again. So anyway, hopefully this will replace the bits that were very hostile. Yeah, you really can't, you know. I mean, it was honest what I was saying, but it's just stuff you can't say. But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just want to turn this around on you people and just explain to you, you're not going to win this, okay? You're just not. Alright, in the end, the truth is going to win, and you're going to get buried by it. And now you can do it gracefully, or you can do it the hard way. That's really your only choice. But the futility of the game is going to be demonstrated in a final, definitive way. You can take charge of that, or you can just let it happen to you. You can let the DNA once again oblige the human race to dance a stupid dance and do everything the wrong, most inefficient, longest way around bullshit manner. So bravo for you assholes who won't concede the obvious. Fuck. Alright. That was a little hostile, but yes, whatever. That's the way it went out of my mouth. So it's too bad. First, Let's see. First, because initiating a positive experience could lead to disappointment, addiction, accident to self, others, or at the very least, a pointless delusion. Yeah, that's right. Second, if all that is left is avoidance of suffering, then one must constantly be on the lookout for possible bad outcomes, which in my opinion is paranoid. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, your opinion backed by nothing. Paranoia is an excessive amount of concern or worry, okay? I would just simply argue that you reckless, ignorant, babbling retards are excessively unresponsible. You're unaware of the implications of your nonsensical, sadistic game playing. You take no responsibility for what you create and what you implicate. You don't even understand the fact that you're completely gamed by a piece of chemistry. A stupid molecule owns your fucking goddamn soul. And that's all you are. You're just a little need machine thinking you're accomplishing something, inflating your silly little ego for absolutely no accomplishment whatsoever. You are going to be a piece of dirt in the end, an irrelevant piece of dirt. No one will contemplate you or contemplate your life or contemplate any reality related to you. You are just nothing. Absolutely nothing. Serving no purpose whatsoever but to satisfy a silly momentum engine. And you've just said, okay, I'll do what I'm told by the Borg, period. You're playing no part in liberating sentience from the blight of consumption, reproduction, cannibalism, and addiction. You are failed. Failed, I say. Alright, anyway, enough of that. So, yeah, apologies for any excessive parts. But yeah, I'm having a bad day. Having a bad few days. Very uncomfortable. Very, very not happy. And it does make this even harder when I'm miserable. Alright, I saw a frog or something, but no, everything's dead here. Anyway. I don't know, baby. I gotta get the hell out of here. Alright, till next time and such.